Are you struggling to make consistent profits in your Betfair trading? Do you find yourself making the same mistakes over and over and over again? I think we can all agree that this is the hardest part of Betfair trading, don't we? The mindset element. But what if I told you, right, that there was a way to improve your trading results by focusing on some very simple questions? You'd say, Ryan, from your living room with Isla's toys in the background, you are crazy in that there is a catch. Now there isn't. What you are going to have to do is a little bit of work, but I've broken this down into a 3-part video series that I'm going to drop on this YouTube channel. You're going to need a notepad and a pen. I recommend that because there is a biological thing that happens when you actually write things down. But if you do what I tell you to, you'll be able to learn how to manage your emotions. You're going to stay disciplined and learn how to make rational decisions for successful Betfair trading. Imagine feeling confident and focused every time you placed a trade on Betfair. Imagine knowing exactly how to manage your emotions, stay disciplined and make rational decisions. You'd probably feel like a different person. I'm not going to give you anything but the questions in this series. That's all I'm going to do. Not my opinion of them, not my answers. It comes in 3 parts. I'm going to drop them out 1 per week for the next 3 weeks. Part 1 is strategy. Part 2 is losses. Part 3 is mindset. This one is all about strategy. Okay? Now you're going to need to listen to the video, then reflect honestly on the questions. It doesn't matter the answers. This is for you personally. My goal here with part 1 is to uncover your strategy and your mindset around it. So, with that being said, question 1. What process do you use to assess your trades? What I'm talking about here is what is the exact process to find them? Where do you find them? How do you break them down? Do you trade all of those potential trades you find? What's the process for picking the best ones? What does a good trade look like? How do you evaluate how you pick them? Okay, question number 2. Okay, I always say okay, I say okay a lot. What process do you use to manage your trades? Do you have a predetermined exit? This is what I'm talking about now for both the stop loss and the profit. What are the rules for this? What are the points you will 100% get out? If something happens, for example, a red card, what do you do? How long will you trade for? Do you check in with yourself when trading? Question number 3. Remember what I'm doing here is I give you the big question. Big question is, how do you evaluate your strategy? Because we have limited time and attention. Some of you are probably thinking about jumping off this video now. Don't do that. We need to know how to best use that. So with this question, what I'm trying to get you to understand is, when should we start actually trading a strategy? When should we stop? What's important to you? Is it set and forget? Is it automation? What's the strike rate of that strategy? Why is that important? What does the variance look like? And how are you going to handle that? Is it even important to you? If you have a system to evaluate this, why? Are you going to just follow what others do? Okay, why are you doing that? If so, do you fully understand their strategy? Why do you follow this? What other things could you be doing? And if you're doing what you've always been doing, how's that working out for you? Is there also a trading strategy that you would want to start to trade? And how could you start to build a framework around evaluating that strategy and if it's going to work out for you and your personal trading level, where you're at with your ability right now? And what can you actually do as a trader? What is your ability? What are you stuck with? Question 4, how do you adapt your trading? What I'm talking about here is, how do you adapt to changing market conditions? How do you even know the market is changing? How do you keep up with the changing conditions? Is there any wiggle room in that strategy? What would lead you to change your strategy? Does this shift affect any other strategies? The last question, question number 5, are there any universal rules that override everything? So no matter what the rules for the strategy are, now this is more about your trading philosophy and a framework that is specific to you. Remember, like just with these questions, your trading is for you. It doesn't matter about what anybody else says. So are you biased in any way towards something? Is there a certain market, team, event, horse that you never ever want to trade? There is for me. If you don't have these, how can you build them? My goal with this video and this video series is to help you learn how to manage your emotions, to stay disciplined and make rational decisions, to become a successful Betfair trader. I want you to gain confidence and know how to focus every time you place a trade on Betfair. These questions have the potential to transform your approach to Betfair trading and also unlock your potential. I really do hope that this has helped you achieve that. What I'm also going to do for you, because we always get to the end of the video and I give you a question to say, or a word to say, sorry, and you guys comment that. You can also see the scaffold just here, which is exactly why I'm in the living room, because the new roof is happening. So the word today is roof. So that's the word. If you've got to this point as well, I'm also going to say, if you want the questions, so you don't have to write them out, if you comment the word questions, I will actually send you the Google Doc with all of my notes from this video on, and then you'll have all of the questions. I'll also do that for the rest of the videos, but you'll have to comment questions every single time. So the word today to comment is roof if you got to this point of the video. If you want the questions, comment the word questions, and I will see you next week for the next one in this series, which is part 2. And that's all going to be about losses.